As I promised in my 49er build video, I had a special enclosure in mind for this transceiver. And as you probably already guessed, it's in a book with a secret compartment. I went to a second-hand store and selected these books for this project. They're titled Our Own Language in Norwegian, and also has this curve that kind of looked like a frequency spectrum. So I think they fitted nice for a transceiver enclosure. And I think it's nice that our secret enclosure hints a bit about the communication aspect they contain. I also think it was nice with a set of 3 books, as I can use one of the books for the transceiver and the other for extra gear like antennas and such. But let's get started converting these books. First, we're gonna protect the areas where we don't want glue. I use an old paper bag to protect the work area. And for the books, we don't want glue on the cover, and you may also want to save a few pages if you like the version where you can pretend to read the book and then flip a few pages without revealing the secret compartment. I'm going to make one version with a few pages that I will use for my transceiver. Then I can sit and pretend to be reading while operating the rig. And the other books with only the book cover. That enables me to make a case with magnetic lid. I've wrapped the book cover and the pages in plastic and make sure to tape it down so it doesn't come in the way of the rest of the pages. Now we're going to glue together the pages of the book from the outside. I use white wood or hobby glue that is water-based and dilute it with water so the pages of the book will suck up more of the glue. I think I use about 50-50 water and glue. I then paint along the outside edge of the pages, and I do several passes along the edge with time to dry in between. While the glue is left to dry, I put the book under pressure so the pages doesn't wrinkle too much. After 3 rounds of glue, I'm happy with the result and ready to move on to the next step. We're now going to carve out the opening in the pages. I mark down a square I want to cut out and leave about 2 cm along the edges of the pages. I recommend you use a snap-off knife to make sure the tip is always sharp, but use the wider blade as the smaller blade gets a bit flimsy. A metal ruler is also nice to guide the knife for the first few layers. We now need to cut all the way around our opening and remove page by page until we reach the back cover. I recommend you go slow and steady and don't try to cut out too many pages at one time. Make sure you cut straight down with your knife and get all the way into the corners. Cut from both sides so you have control and don't accidentally cut too far, and go slow in the end so you don't cut all the way through the back cover. Now that we've cut our opening in the pages, we're going to glue the back cover as a bottom to our box. Add glue to the bottom page and squeeze it down to the back cover. I also add several rounds of glue to the pages from the inside of the box, and remember to add pressure while the box is left to dry. And we're going to do 3 passes with glue this time as well. I like to add some inner lining to the box to make it even nicer on the inside. I found some imitated leather I had laying around. I've also used felt with success before, but any kind of fabric should also work. I cut out a piece that is slightly bigger than what I need. Align the fabric with a hole and push it down. Now we are going to straighten out each side of the box and cut along the corner so we get rid of the extra square piece of material here. Make sure you keep the fabric in one place while you cut the corners, while keeping each side nice and straight in place. When you're done cutting the 4 corners, we're going to fold 1/2 of the fabric away and add glue under. Fold it back before doing the other half. Straighten out and squeeze down the fabric in the bottom and also on the sides, and then leave it to dry. When the glue is well dried, you may cut away the excess fabric that sticks out of the compartment. For the boxes where I want magnetic lid, I place down the magnets in the desired place and draw a square around. I carve out until the magnets fit nicely and glue them down using super glue. When the glue is dry, you may add 2 more magnets on top of the ones you've glued down and squeeze down the lid until you get an imprint on the lid. Carve out for the magnets in the lid, but be careful not to go too far through the cover. When gluing the last magnets to the lid, you also have to be careful to get the right polarity on the magnets. I use double-sided tape to install the radio. I couldn't find a CW key that would fit the low profile I need, so I quickly sketched up a new key that would fit. I also have space for either a 9-volt battery or even a power bank with 12 volts to get some more power out. In one of the other books I can fit my QRP and fed half wave, along with a coax cable. The third book may contain a surprise in the future. If you like these projects, please like and subscribe, and please leave a comment down below. And I see you next time. 7-3.